Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
I am one of your hosts, the unwanted Tatiana. It looks like we are without some guy named John tonight, but it looks like Carter J. Collins is making his way to the ring to kick off our show. Let's see what he has to say.
I guess I'll just introduce myself, Tatiana. I am Ricky Harway, making my color commentary debut.
My apologies, Ricky. Welcome to the show. Carter J. Collins out here, and he has a microphone, so maybe we're starting with a match, maybe we're starting with a promo.
What a nice Zeus jacket, I may add.
That's about the best thing you can say about Carter is that he's got a pretty nice jacket.
Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is Carter J. Collins. And in case you didn't know, some guy named John is not here this week. And, is this microphone good up there? Soundproof? So I thought, who better than Carter J. Collins to take over the announcing duties from some guy named John? You're all witnessing history tonight at Indie Wrestling. So let's get started with our very first contest, scheduled for One Fall.
Now it looks like our opening contest is starting with the one and only the Gavel, David Lawless, and Carter J. Collins taking over with the ring announcing tonight.
I may or may not have a bit of inside info as to why Carter J. Collins is ring announcing tonight. Maybe I'll save it for later.
Coming to the ring from the Supreme Court, accompanied by Gianni Michael Enrico, with over $1.5 billion in settlements and verdicts. He is the greatest in the world, the gavel, David Lawless Esquire.
David Lawless making his return to Thursday Night Fights, accompanied by his protege, Gianni Michael Enrico, and they have swapped looks for the night, it seems. That's certainly a choice. Lawless coming off of his recent loss to Marco Narciso at the latest T2T no-ring competition. Lawless cannot be feeling too good going into tonight's matchup.
And his opponent.
Oh, baby.
They are the Big Bison, the Ancestral Avenger, from Brooklyn, New York, Kwesi Asante.
If you have not seen Kwesi Asante, the Ancestral Avenger, in action, you are in for a treat. I wish I could see him again for the first time, too.
Hailing from New York, he's a student of our sister location, T2T Brooklyn, is he not?
He sure is. Trained by the best of the best, Logan Black, Willow Nightingale, Tracy Williams, Big Game Leroy. Kwesi Asante has learned from the top of the line.
Certainly has a challenge set up in front of him tonight against the gavel. Let's see if Asante can make a big impact in his T2T debut.
Lawless seems a little bit baffled by the antics of Asante here. Quite an eccentric character is Kwesi.
Oh, for certain. And Lawless is a very down-to-earth, very strict kind of lawyer, but rolling out of the way of Asante. And Lawless is trying to play some mind games, trying to mimic Asante.
Asante, I don't think, is so easily phased. And Tatiana, this is quite an interesting clash of styles in this match. Asante is explosive. Asante is dangerous. Lawless is dangerous as well, but a bit more calculating. A bit more careful.
You say that, but looks like he put himself in the corner there. Oh, but he counters with a headlock on Asante, so that's some good calculation for Lawless.
Ooh.
A big shoulder block from Asante, countering Lawless coming off the ropes.
Lawless the bigger man, but Kwesi Asante deceptively powerful.
And a toe stomp from Lawless. Oh, and a big shoulder from Asante to start the match off hot.
Tremendous.
Lawless did not see that one coming, it looks like. Ooh. Just barely getting out of that way of the back handspring elbow.
Some of that dance background on display from Kwesi Asante.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Kwesi Asante also studies capoeira, a form of dance fighting originating out of Brazil. Got some lamb wrestling background, a Senegalese art form. Dangerous.
It's very impressive to see. Lawless taking his sweet time getting back in the ring, but we are back to it, and oh, looks like Lawless was to go for a test of strength.
Well, I'm interested to see how this pans out.
See if Asante goes for it.
Oh.
Oh, and Lawless tried to shortchange Asante.
Wow.
Hey, and into a nice headlock out of that. Ooh, a big shoulder tackle.
Kwesi Asante holds so much power in his core, and that low center of gravity he's got. Check that out, Tatiana.
Nice hip toss from Asante. Oh, a nice spiral senton. I don't think we've we've seen anything like that here at T2T Pittsburgh. This is certainly impressive.
I don't think many places anywhere have seen much of anything like Kwesi Asante.
Well, you can catch him and many others right here at T2T Pittsburgh with the Indie Wrestling Network. All past episodes of 880 are going to be on the Indie Wrestling Network, completely uncut. Oh, a big neck breaker from Lawless.
Johnny Michael Enrico proving himself useful out there. Johnny Michael Enrico and David Lawless, according to them, have big plans to take over 2024.
Ooh, a big leg drop coming from Lawless. Asante had some fire going starting off this match, but looks like he got cut off by the DNC. Let's see if he can make his way back up. But you can catch us live here every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, only with IndyWrestling.us on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. So you can support us for free every single week. Oh, and Gianni taking advantage of the ref's distraction. And he's choking Asante off the ropes.
Asante has to be careful here because David Lawless is so good at slowing the match, slowing the pace down to a halt, which does not work well for the explosive, quick, high-energy style of Asante.
Quick body slam from Lawless to keep working that back and midsection of Asante. But not enough to keep him down.
Those kickouts are getting more and more labored from Asante every time. And David Lawless is a big man. He carries a lot of weight. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of air to kick out of one of his pins, Tatiana.
Certainly does. It certainly does, but Asante seems to be finding his fire back, throwing some shots at the midsection of David Lawless. Oh, and right into a back elbow.
David Lawless is wise to slow down the momentum of Asante. Whenever it begins to develop, nip it in the bud, and he has, well, both of them have a fighting chance here.
Oh, a back rib.
Dirty, dirty, dirty.
Kangaroo court antics from Lawless in this match. The corner is not somewhere you want to stay if you are in the match with Lawless. Ow. Eyes raked right across the ropes.
Kwesi Asante needs to find an opening, and he needs to find it fast, my goodness.
Now another back rake from Lawless, and he continues to mock Asante.
A bit spiteful is David Lawless, I might ascertain.
Well, coming off of his recent matches with T2T, he's been not as successful as he would like everyone to believe the past couple of months. Oh, a big lariat from Asante, and both men are down in the middle of the ring.
That could be it, Tatiana. That could be the moment Kwesi Asante was waiting for. Both men might get back to their feet. If Kwesi Asante can hit something big, this is the time to do it to turn the tides in his favor.
All he has to do is be the first to get back up on his feet, and he will have the momentum that could take him to victory in this matchup. We're at a 6 count with George the Ref. Lawless back on his feet first. Oh, into a back elbow from Asante. He was ready this time.
This could be dangerous.
Big kick. Stuck underneath. Oh, a big club. Another big club.
This is hard to stop once it gets started.
Oh, a cartwheel kick to the face.
Absolutely unreal. The athleticism of the Ancestral Avenger, the big bison, Tatiana.
Oh, nice.
I thought he had him.
The standing moonsault looked close enough, but not quite enough for government work. Both men back on their feet. Lawless is now the one in the corner. Oh, when Asante went for the cartwheel back elbow. Right into a knee drop from Lawless.
Oh, my goodness. Lawless, an absolute genius into the cover. Not quite yet.
Asante keeps going.
Lawless, an absolute genius in that ring. If there is a chink in armor to be found, he will find it. That lawyer background coming into play. I hear you got to be pretty smart to be a lawyer. Is that right?
You certainly do. You have to go through 2 rounds of college, which I don't think I could do that.
I wouldn't know about that.
4 years was enough for me, but I don't know.
Johnny, Michael, and Rico keeping the crowd entertained out there.
Lawless with Asante up on his shoulders again. Ooh, a big back kick.
Tremendous power behind those strikes of the big bison.
Ooh!
The cover, 1, 2.
Oh, and Lawless getting his foot on the ropes.
Those long legs of David Lawless. Perfect ring awareness.
Long legs versus strong dancer legs. When you are a dancer, the legs are the strongest part of your body, and they will come through on those kicks, as Lawless is most definitely finding out right now.
I think Asante is realizing he's going to have to step his game up and plan something big if he wants to take home this W in his 880 debut.
Let's see what he can pull off. Lawless fighting back.
Oh! Asante was looking for that pull-up spine buster.
Oh no, and he tossed Asante right into George the ref, and a low blow? Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Absolute nonsense, and no! Is he gonna get the victory?
Hate to see it, but love to see it.
No! We don't love to see it here in T2T. That's dirty!
David Lawless, Esquire.
Like it or not, Tatiana, that is where W's come from. Oh,
and Lawless and Gianni taking it to Asante. David Lawless took advantage of George the ref protecting himself to get the low blow on Asante. And what is this?
tremendous.
A stacked slam from Gianni and Lawless.
I might say this is a bit unnecessary.
Now listen up. '23 did not end very well for the Gavel David Lawless Esquire. I was very upset with this man for throwing the towel in when I was fighting Reese Hayes. But on New Year's, I went searching inside myself, and I realized we're the longest reigning 880 champions. And together, the Dangerous Knights crew is the greatest group in professional wrestling. So fourth line, TME, Catfight, FTR, Usos, Dudleys, it doesn't matter, because 2024 is the year of the Dangerous Knights crew.
David Lawless calling his shot against several tag teams, not just here at T2T, but across, well, wrestling as a whole.
It's hard to argue with what he's saying after results like that, picking up a W and a display of dominance like what they did to Kwesi Asante. Like it or hate it, Dangerous Knights crew looks like they're on the up and up, Tatiana.
Well, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube, Twitch, and follow us on Facebook, not just with IndyWrestling.us, but also the T2T pages.
Kwesi Asante, I think despite picking up an L in his first match here, I think made a tremendous impression, and dare I say, won over the T2T Pittsburgh crowd here in New Kensington.
Most definitely. A very, very admirable effort from that young man. I hope we get to see more of him.
If we're lucky.
All right, everyone, what a great start to 880 Wrestling Thursday Night Fights tonight, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, our next contest is also scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. This guy right here, one half of everyone's favorite tag team, my best friend, not some guy named John, Joe Murphy.
Well, it looks like tensions are still riding pretty hot between Joe Murphy and Carter J. Collins. The friendship between Joe Murphy and some guy named John has become something of legend over the past couple of months, and Carter clearly not happy about it. But it does look like the friendship prevails between the two, I think. All right. Murphy certainly with a big challenge ahead of him tonight. We have seen...
Mr. Murphy, I hope that I make you proud tonight. filling in for some guy named John. So I hope after this night's over, we're back to where we're supposed to be. All right. And his opponent. He hails from level 4, and he is tipping the scales at 50,000 megapixels. His name is Brohemoth.
Brohemoth bringing the energy to the T2T Pittsburgh crowd, and no, I don't think anybody clued Murphy in on who he was facing tonight. He does not look thrilled.
I think I'd feel the same way if I saw that behemoth of a bro across the ring from me, Tatiana.
That was very clever. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Now, if you remember that insight I mentioned I had, Carter kind of gave a bit of a hint as to what I was going to say, but he specifically wanted the ring announced tonight to try to impress Joe Murphy and to prove that he could do a better job than some guy named John. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh. Right across the chest of Joe Murphy. Murphy really trying to throw it at Bro tonight. I do not blame him. To be able to say that you beat the big, bad Brohemoth is certainly something anybody would be proud to say here at T2T Pittsburgh, but oh, Murphy's already struggling pretty early on.
Brohemoth will not let that happen easily. Brohemoth is looking to start the new year with big fights, big W's here at T2T Pittsburgh.
Big splash in the corner. Oh, and a fisherman to Murphy.
Tremendous, tremendous power from Behemoth on display.
Murphy retreating into the arms of Carter J. Collins. And Brohemoth is not having any of that. He follows right behind. Oh, not the mirrors! It's a new year. We don't want to put any bad luck on anybody. Oh, and Carter J. Collins with the unexpected assist to Joe Murphy, just proving enough of a distraction to Brohemoth for Murphy to get the upper hand.
I wonder if that puts a little bit of water on the tense flames that have been brewing between Murphy and Collins lately.
It certainly couldn't hurt Murphy. Oh, a couple of clubs to the back and kicks to the sides. Murphy's really going to have to capitalize while he's got Bro down. It is a very, very unique position to be in.
Oh, Joe Murphy, such a throwback. Throwback of a competitor. To times where cockiness and arrogance on display like this.
It's certainly something to be seen, but it looks like Bro has gotten the upper hand. And just so you know, tonight our main event is going to be the Fourth Line versus Catfight. Catfight has been impressing the past couple of weeks here at T2T Pittsburgh. Let's see if they can meet Fourth Line in the middle and perhaps become new champions. And Murphy tried to go for the fences of Murphy, and Brohemoth did not have any of that. Oh, and taking out the knee from behind us. Very smart move from Joe Murphy.
Brohemoth has big, wide legs into the cover that are difficult to maneuver into positions you want them, like for a submission hold. So Joe Murphy learned from his mistake. Nice chop block to the back of the knee, so he's got Brohemoth down, put some work on him.
Wasn't quite enough to get the pinfall, but it does keep Bro in a position for him to put more work on. And I'm sure you can see that little Venmo logo in the corner. If you would like to see more Thursday night fights or want to just help the school of T2T Pittsburgh, follow that link to donate to our school to help us and the students get better every day. You can either Venmo at the-ring or scan the QR code, by the way.
I do also want to shout out Toddy Tendera, Faith Thompson, and Hijack in our YouTube chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging with us, and thanks for chatting.
Thanks for coming and joining us, Toddy. We love you. We hope your recovery from surgery goes well. We can't wait to have you back. A big club from Bro across the chest of Murphy. Puts him flat on his back.
Murphy is in big trouble, falling victim to the...
Oh, and Bro demanding Murphy show him something.
Oh, my goodness.
Ripcord into a headbutt.
Tremendous power behind every single strike, every headbutt, every lot. Ooh.
Oh, and Carter J. Collins is up on the apron, and he's trying to help Murphy out.
Desperately trying to earn back the affections of Joe Murphy.
Murphy tried to counter.
Oh.
Looks like he got something.
Oh.
A flatliner from Joe Murphy from the distracted Brohemoth. Is that enough? No.
Not quite.
Not quite enough.
Carter J. Collins really putting in that overtime to try to get back on the good side of Joe Murphy.
There's something to be said about wanting to help your tag team partner when they're in singles competition. Oh, looks like Murphy is setting up for the famous pedigree. He's teased this so many times, but has yet to hit it. Will tonight be the night?
Oh, it's going to be
Struggling
tough
to get
with
that
those
arm.
big arms.
Didn't quite get it. Oh, and Brohemoth broke out of it.
Not tonight, Tatiana.
Not tonight.
Oh, up.
Whoa!
Game over.
World's strongest slam.
There we go.
Joe Murphy unsuccessful tonight.
Here is your winner, Brohemoth.
Brohemoth continues to be massively victorious here at T2T Pittsburgh. Oop. Thought he was giving some admiration to Joe Murphy for his efforts, but nope. It's just another notch on the leaderboard for him.
Tatiana, is it just me, or is there a new confidence coming out of Brohemoth? He's always been a confident guy, but is there something to prove? Is there something that's saying I should be here, I should be on top here at 880 Wrestling?
It certainly does seem to be that way. Bro has been with us almost since the beginning, and he is, and like everyone, he has grown as a competitor, and he has grown fiercely in competition. Will 2024 be the year for Brohemoth?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Poor unfortunate Murph, though, was unsuccessful. But maybe Carter managed to fix his friendship a bit.
Do your job, Mr. Referee.
Hey, don't be mean to George.
Unfortunately, my tag team partner once again let me down, which means he let all of you down. But I have something to make up for it. How about an impromptu, everyone's favorite show?
Oh no.
I have a fantastic guest for you tonight. I think all of you love him, because I love him. Everybody put your hands together for Jack Pollock.
Oh, interesting. An impromptu, everyone's favorite talk show with Jack Pollock. Jack Pollock, who is slated to face Chris LaRusso at our last Fridays on 5th show, unfortunately due to illness had to bow out. Pollock has been making waves here at T2T alongside of everyone else, but he has been on the Pittsburgh indie wrestling scene for over a decade, and he has been quite a force of nature. And a nice beer catch from Pollock down in that icy light. All the love to Jack Pollock from the crowd tonight.
I love it. No, the middle of this ring, while I am here, you're welcome. This is perfect. I'm extremely excited to have you on everyone's favorite show. You might be my most favorite guest so far. My favorite guest right here. Now, obviously, you requested to be on my show, which, let's be honest, is the best show around. So why don't we just get straight to it? What do you have to say, and why did you come on everyone's favorite show?
Is it okay if I take this mic? Carter, it is an honor to be on the Carter J. Collins show. I might be your biggest fan too, man. But as much as I want to gush about you, I got to talk about December and Brandon St. James' unholy holiday and how Jack Pollock let everyone down because I wasn't here to kick the shit out of Chris LaRusso.
let me down.
I'm just going to call it like it is. COVID's a bitch, and so's Chris LaRusso. But Jack ain't sick no more, so I'm going to make it official tonight. Gannon Jones Jr. All-Star Weekend, January 26th. It's going to be Jack Pollock and Chris LaRusso.
Pollock calling a shot against LaRusso.
Chris, you want to end Jack Pollock? Good luck. But I'm telling you right now, Chris, I'm going to be here next Thursday. I'm going to be here the Thursday after that, and I'll be here the Thursday after that if you want to get back to what we were doing Saturday. But if you want to be a little bitch and keep on running, I'll see you in this ring on the 26th.
Jack.
Jack Pollock calling a shot against
You heard it here
LaRusso.
first. On the 26th, at Gannon Go Jr. All-Star, you have Jack Pollock versus Chris LaRusso. Thank you, Jack. Thank you.
Tatiana, is it the 26th yet?
Oh, it is not, unfortunately. It is only the 4th, which means we are a little less than 3 weeks away from this epic matchup that has been brewing for months.
Wow, I hope everybody's excited for the 26th. I hope you're all there. Let's get back to the action for our next contest. Mr. Referee, are you here? Wonderful. Glad you're here. This match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are hailing from parts unknown. They are Steel Dragon.
Steel Dragon is back at T2T Pittsburgh. Great. It's fine. It's totally fine. Everybody is fine.
It is totally fine, Tatiana. Steel Dragon, I think, has become one of my favorite competitors here every Thursday at 880 Wrestling.
I will say, I haven't had a bad time facing Steel Dragon in the ring yet, but every time he shows up, shenanigans ensue. Oh, we're getting into it a little bit with the crowd.
And their opponent,
Look who's here!
from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, they are Gina Marie.
Gina Marie making her debut here at T2T Pittsburgh. The former NXT star has made her return to Pittsburgh a few months ago and has been definitely putting on showcases across indie wrestling. We're very happy to have her here.
What a warm reception from our audience, Tatiana. My goodness.
They are ready to see what this girl's got.
Well, she hopes to defeat Steel Dragon. What she will need is the eye of the tiger, Tatiana.
She certainly will. A lot of intensity from Gina Marie. Oh, and the crowd is behind her already, and it's already getting under the skin of Steel Dragon.
We've seen Steel Dragon serve as a bit of a thorn in the side of many of the fan favorites here at T2T Pittsburgh.
Oh, you can say that again.
Should I?
I think it's worth mentioning.
That's a joke, Tatiana. Gina Marie showing off her technical prowess early on in the match here.
She's a professional CrossFit athlete, so a lot of skill, a lot of technique coming from this young woman. Oh, and a nice flip to Steel Dragon right into that armbar.
Former gymnast as well, and a lifter. Bit of a lifter is Gina Marie. Check out the physique, check out the arms, my goodness.
Oh, those arms are massive. I think Steel Dragon underestimated her.
If I'm Super Dragon, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to underestimate the strength of Gina Marie, of which she has plenty.
Well, I don't know about Super Dragon, but oh! A nice headlock takeover from Gina Marie to the Dragon.
They look so much alike. I get confused.
They do. That's fair. Gina keeping a hold of that headlock, but Steel Dragon, with some strikes out of it, right to the ear of Gina Marie. Crowd obviously not a fan of his tactics.
Sounds like a skill issue on the crowd's end to me.
Oh, a nice head scissor takedown!
Tremendous.
Oh, into a drop kick to the corner. Let's see if Gina can capitalize. Oh! And that Dragon caught her with a back elbow. Puts her back in the corner. Nice boot from Gina Marie. Oh, a big crossbody off the second rope. Not quite enough, though.
Gina Marie, talented, skilled, and athletic, powerful as she may be, has a bit to learn about the local scene coming out of the places that she's been.
Yes,
Steel Dragon may be the one to teach her.
In the past couple of months, we've seen Gina Marie debut with Rise Wrestling IWC. A backbreaker from Dragon. She's also made appearances in IWR out in Michigan. Oh, big back bump from Dragon.
Tatiana, a user in chat who doesn't have a name, so whose name I can't mention, says nobody likes this guy. Well, I'm here to tell you, nameless commenter, you are wrong, because I happen to like Steel Dragon very much.
Nameless commenter, I promise you, the feeling is mutual. Oh, and Gina Marie fighting out of that cross headlock. Oh, ear splat from Dragon.
Tremendous, tremendous ability from Steel Dragon.
As a reminder, hashtag Thursday Night Fight is a collaboration between T2T Wrestling Academy and Sidekick Media Services, here to train the next generation of professional wrestlers and live production operators. If you want to become a wrestler here at T2T, message MB Young on Facebook. And if you want to learn the production ins and outs, message Sidekick Video Training. Just fill out the link in the description of our video. Dragon with a headlock on Gina Marie. Hitting him with some big back elbows. Those arms again coming into play. Oh, but Dragon took advantage of that hair.
The ring IQ of Steel Dragon, the genius of Steel Dragon.
That is the most dangerous part of having long hair in this business. When you get in the ring with a scumbag, they will try to get their hands on it.
Oh,
here we go. Oh, another backbreaker. Will this be enough to stump the debut of Gina Marie? No, she is still up and at him. We've talked a little bit about the professions of Gina Marie, her CrossFit training, her gymnast skills. This is one strong Italian lady. And
after those two backbreakers, if Dragon can lock in the crab here, that is going to be torture on the back of Marie, but she's looking to get she got him.
She just close enough to get a hold of those ropes. And Dragon forced to break the count. He is not opposed to dirty tactics, but he wants to win.
Those two things, Tatiana, sometimes are synonymous with each other. You'll learn someday.
I suppose so. And going for that crab again. Ooh! A big counter from Gina Marie, using those powerful legs to flip Steel Dragon on his butt.
The core strength and leg strength that takes is it's inexplicable. Tremendous from Gina Marie.
Ooh, a big shot. Couple of big chops from Gina Marie, but getting cut up again by his Dragon with a throat chop.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Oop. Oh, a big forearm up the second rope. Marie getting fired up here. Let's see. Big clothesline off the ropes. I think we're about to see some fire from this young lady. Another drop kick into the ropes.
Wow.
Put the strength and power into a body slam. A nice step over to get that crowd support. Oh! Nice second rope splash with some flair. But not enough!
The resolve of Steel Dragon, the tenacity, the ferocity of Steel Dragon, the wherewithal to kick out of that. That would have put most men down, Tatiana.
It certainly would, but... Oh, let's see. Gianna Marie!
Strong arms of Gina.
She is locked in. Oh! Dragon playing it smart there, but backing Gina right into the corner to get rid of that sleeper hold. Oh, and a big super kick from Dragon.
Best in the game.
Will this be enough to put down this young woman? Oh, a rope break from her. She's just as surprised as Dragon. Oh, Dragon not letting that slide.
God bless. God bless the haters of Steel Dragon who are going to be proved wrong when he picks up the W in this match. And the crowd can boo all they want, but it's coming.
I don't know. We've seen Dragon go up to the top rope many a time.
Wow.
Whoa! A
Wow.
big kick up! Oh! Oh!
Colossal turning of the tides, potentially, if Gina Marie can capitalize.
Let's see what happens. Back on his back. That sleeper's locked in. I don't know if Dragon will be able to get out of it this time. Oh, she got the arm!
The strength of the legs and the... Oh!
And he taps! Steel Dragon taps out!
Here is your winner, Gina Marie!
Break my heart as it does to see Steel Dragon take an L like that. My God, the Gina Marie earned the W.
My goodness, what a debut from Gina Marie! Tapping Steel Dragon out with a sleeper hold. This young woman certainly has the eye of the tiger.
I was just going to make that joke and you took it from me.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sure you are, Tatiana.
I certainly hope we see more of this young woman here at T2T Pittsburgh. She is quite a force to be reckoned with.
A number of impressive debuts tonight. Kwesi, Asante, Gina Marie. 2024 is looking pretty damn good for Thursday night fights.
It's a new year with new faces and new ambitions.
Oh. Excuse me, sir. Quiet from the peanut gallery, thank you. Mr. Referee, are you ready? Always ready. Our next contest, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is borderline indecent, hailing from the Den of Desire, and accompanied by the beautiful Honey Darling. He is Marco Narciso.
Marco Narciso and Honey Darling out here to bring the fire to T2T Pittsburgh. Marco has been on one hell of a hard streak lately, minus what happened at Brandon St. James Holiday Havoc. But
you know what season it is, Tatiana?
What season is it?
Comeback season, 2024, new year for Marco.
It certainly is. The last we saw Marco was at the No Ring competition this past weekend, where he was successful against David Lawless with the assistance of, well, Honey Darling's assets. Marco, a favorite here at T2T Pittsburgh. They cannot get enough.
His opponent.
Speaking of fan favorites.
Reluctantly crouch at the starting line. Injuries pumping and pumping in time. The green light flashes and the flag go up. Chucking and learning, they are for a lot.
He is the amateur wrestler and the 880 wrestling champion, Reese Hayes.
There he is, the babyface of babyfaces, amateur wrestler Reese Hayes, your current 880 wrestling champion.
Tatiana, to say I am excited for this match would be quite a bit of an understatement. These are two of the brightest stars coming out of T2T Pittsburgh, two of the fastest rising guys on the scene. I am excited for this.
Both of these young men have been incredibly impressive in their rookie years. Rookie years, Ricky! They are just getting started. They've already done so much. They've won over so many fans. This is going to be such a fun match to watch.
Crowd's going to be split here, too. I'm split here.
Really interesting to see what lengths these two young men will go to. Ultimately, these two have become friends over the past year, learning and training together with MV Young and Gannon Jones Jr. But when that title's on the line, all bets are off.
Tremendous, tremendous. What a victory here for Marco Narciso could do.
Nice show of sportsmanship from the young men.
Off hot into a cover.
Backslide from Marco to start it off. Oh, a small package.
Tremendous start here.
Oh!
Fast-paced trading pinfalls to kick us off. Could be it. Nope.
Big crucifix from Marco. These two young men don't want to go to blows. They just want to get it over quickly.
Beautiful, beautiful. Tatiana, these two men train together. They know each other so well. They know each other's moves. They've watched each other develop as competitors. They know the other like the back of their hand. This is going to be quite an entertaining one to watch. I expect lots of counters, lots of back and forth, just like that.
Absolutely. The biggest difference is that Reese has the amateur wrestling background. And still to come tonight, we want to talk about homegrown champions. The fourth line will be defending their newly won 880 Tag Team Championships against Catfight. That's going to be a match of the year contender as well, I think.
You mean we get 2 championship matches tonight?
Back to back.
My goodness.
It's going to be next right here on the IndyWrestling.Network, live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Be sure to follow us on all of those platforms and catch us every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Oh, a couple of arm drags from Reese.
Big arm drags. I want to mention, Tatiana, the amateur wrestling background you brought up with Reese Hayes.
Ooh, and Marco moving out of the way of the big drop kick into a cartwheel elbow drop. Smart move from Marco, but not quite enough to get the 2 count.
What I do not want to go unmentioned here is the reach that Marco Narciso has. The length of his legs, the length of his arms, those kicks, absolutely deadly. Could catch Reese Hayes off guard at any moment.
Speaking of big legs, a big leg to the corner. And a bunch of back elbows from Marco to Reese in the corner. Coming into this match, Reese seemed to be a little bit apprehensive. He was telling me about some guilt he was feeling over his defensive against David Lawless.
Let us not forget Reese Hayes also coming off a string of championship defenses against Beastman, including a absolutely vicious street fight.
Absolute insane street fight, but trading suplexes from these young men, one right to the other. Marco obviously not feeling as guilty about his victory over Lawless.
Marco Narciso is in his rookie year as a wrestler. This is hopefully one of the first of many championship matches that Marco Narciso has in his career. I don't think there's anything to feel guilty about. Championship gold is on the line, money is on the line, prestige is on the line. I'm sorry, if that was me in the ring, friendship is out the window.
It certainly seems to be the case here tonight in this matchup. As far as defending your title, it is interesting to see how far someone will go to do it. Corner is a dangerous place to be. Oh! Reese catching the leg! Oh, it was an ankle lock on Marco!
Tremendous. Reese Hayes at any point in the match is always a second away from snatching control back away from his competitor.
Marco using his length to save himself and catching those ropes. Reese tried to get a hold again, but Marco with a big drop kick to Hayes.
What's going to be interesting to me in this match, as the heat picks up, as Marco Narciso picks up the aggression, if some of that guilt fades away from Reese Hayes and he realizes he's going to have to do some dirty things to win that championship. Retain, I should say.
The way things are going right now, he will have to if he wants to continue his victory. Continue his championship reign. Oh, I know what this is. It's a skull fuck from Marco! Right into a leg cross headlock.
Those long legs wrapped around your head, around your throat, squeezing your jaw, that spells trouble for Reese Hayes.
Running theme of tonight is a lot of dangerous legs in the building, and absolutely nobody is safe. And Reese got out of it. Catching Marco. Let's see. Oh, I've never seen this before. This is a new one.
Tremendous. Reese Hayes hanging off of Marco Narciso, using all of his weight.
Ooh, Marco with the wherewithal to drive Reese into the corner. A very, very interesting submission hold there. Ooh!
Wow.
Big neck breaker off the ropes from Reese Hayes. Both men are down again.
I think Reese Hayes is starting to realize that he's going to have to pick up the pace, do what he's got to do, whip out the big guns for this match in order to defeat his friend Marco Narciso.
You said it yourself, when championship gold is on the line, friendship goes out the window, and we are seeing a lot of viciousness from Marco tonight in the quest of becoming new 880 wrestling champion. Oh! Big clothesline, another line. Let's see if we can go for three. Big side suplex from Reese Hayes.
I almost said crowd firmly behind Reese Hayes, but I don't know how true that is.
They are conflicted right now. I think they're just enjoying the good wrestling we're seeing.
Sounds like it to me, and I am too. Only on 880 Wrestling every Thursday night. Do the plug, do the thing.
That's right, right here every Thursday with 880 Wrestling, live with the IndyWrestling.Network. And as always, if you want to help our school out, you can donate by following that QR code in the corner or Venmoing at the ring.
The cover. Oh, I thought the 880 Wrestling Championship was about to change hands, Tatiana. I was convinced I would have put money on it.
Oh, some viciousness from Marco. Marco pulling out all the stops. And Honey Darling cheering him right on in the corner. There's been a lot of close calls. Marco regaining his composure and apologizing to George the ref, who is very desperately trying to keep things under control in this match.
If Reese Hayes hasn't gotten angry yet, now is the time to do so. If he's not ready to get vicious yet after that particular attack, now's the time.
Ooh, a big up and over! Is that a scoreboard? Two!
Wow!
Oh, wow! And Reese Hayes scoops
Here
the victory!
is your winner, Reese Hayes.
Wow.
An absolutely vicious battle between these two. But Reese Hayes sliding out with the victory and the championship.
I think Hayes realized he had to put that away quick because Marco Narciso was building up quite the wave of momentum. But my God, I wish we could run that back. I want more of this.
I do too. These two certainly know how to work together, and what a show they put on. Absolutely excellent work from both of these young men. There was no way this crowd was going to go home unhappy from them. What excellent work.
Tatiana, as much as I advocate for savagery, bell to bell, I gotta say I appreciate the show of sportsmanship and friendship after the match between these two incredible competitors with such bright futures.
I agree wholeheartedly. Excellent showing from both of them. Reese Hayes remaining our 880 championship and showing love to the fans. But with that, it seems like it is time for our main event.
What a match, ladies and gentlemen. Great, it was great. All right, who's ready for the main event? Up next is a tag team contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. You have Bearcat, Keith Haught, Stray Cat, Chaz Diamato. They are a combined weight of 600 bags of kitty litter. They are Cat Fight.
Well, Chaz Diamato and Keith Haught Jr. have been making waves here at T2T Pittsburgh, and they have won over the crowd.
You smell catnip, or is that just me, Tatiana?
I thought I was smelling that too, but I wasn't going to say anything. It's
Now
fine.
we know where it's coming from.
I couldn't tell you. These two cool cats have been absolutely electric since teaming up. This has certainly become one of my favorite tag teams, aside from my own team with Nick's Wild, as well as the team that they will be competing against tonight.
Look at the moves on the cats.
And their opponents.
I'm gonna drink their fucking blood!
They are the 880 Tag Team Champions. The Shoot Psychopath, Casey Warr. Satan's favorite saint, Brandon St. James. Weighing in at 400 penalty minutes, they are the Fourth Line.
As always, T2T Pittsburgh does not condone the drinking of blood. However, Casey Warr does not agree with that sentiment. He and Brandon St. James have been on quite the warpath, which led them to becoming our first ever 880 Tag Team Wrestling Champions. And they are looking to put another victory under their belts tonight.
Tremendous team, but Tatiana, as a responsible journalist, I have to admit I have a bit of bias against the Fourth Line. I don't know if people know this. They actually beat me up in a hockey fight when we were in high school. Both of them 2-on-1. It was unfair. But I'm going to do my best to call this thing down the middle. Here's our fighting champions.
I commend you for trying to call it down the middle. As to hockey fights, could not tell you how that happened. This is a matchup I think people have wanted to see for a long time since the introductions of these two teams, and the belts are on the line.
Show of sportsmanship between the teams? Yeah, love to see it. Once that bell rings, crumple it up and toss it out the window, baby. Let's get violent.
Oh, crowd getting. Now, if you want to go back and see the championship win, you can go and see it for free with the IndyWrestling.Network. The matches are up on our YouTube channel, and you can catch the action on Twitch, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live every week. Or, if you become a member on YouTube, you can get some exclusive content. Chaz taking it to Brandon St. James tonight. Oh, a big shoulder tackle to St. James.
I'm excited for this one. Stray Cat, Chaz D'Amato, Bear Cat, Keith Haught have not been teaming together very long, but they have gelled like almost no other team I've seen before. They have gotten so cohesive, so quick, it's scary.
Ooh, a nice snap suplex from Chaz. Both he and St. James went for hip tosses and countered each other, but D'Amato just breaking out and taking advantage.
Kwesi, Warr, and Brandon St. James a bit more familiar with each other as a team, have a bit more experience, a couple more reps under their belts. Cat fight is on a hot streak. Will that be enough to capture championship gold?
Ooh, smart move from St. James, tripping Chaz off the ropes and going for that headlock. I think you're right. I think the difference in length, the difference in time frame for these tag teams will certainly play into this match. St. James and Warr know each other very well. D'Amato and Keith Haught are still learning about each other. Oh! Oh! St. James getting up. Oh! Cross legs into the corner.
Very resourceful is Brandon St. James, as well as KC Warr with that punk DIY background they got, that figure it out, do it mentality into a...
Ooh! Two men fighting for dominance and... Oh! Up on the shoulders. Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, not the spin!
Oh, man.
There is nothing more dizzying than being thrown off balance in a big spin.
Oh, Brandon St. James does not look like he's a fan of flying.
Oh, no. Looks like D'Amato knocked himself out a little bit as well there. Both competitors tagging in their tag partners. Now we've got KC Warr and Keith Haught Jr. to start it off. Strong strikers, the both of them. I have been in the ring with one, and I've been in practice with the other, and I don't want to take shots again from either.
Keith Haught, when you're a big competitor like that, when you have that kind of size, even simple maneuvers like a headlock takeover, they can do some serious damage. They can take serious wind out of your opponent.
They certainly can, but I would not discredit Keith Haught, another competitor in this building that has been around for a long time. They certainly have shown their worth over the years. They move a lot faster than people give them credit for, as seen with that arm roll. Whoop, keeping a hold of Warr up. Ooh! Tried for a shoulder tackle, but went nowhere.
Let's run it back one more time.
Ooh! Nowhere again.
One more.
Try together. Still nothing. These two are absolute units. Oh!
There we go.
And Keith Haught taking advantage of KC Warr's momentum. Warr trying to trip up Haught over that hip toss. Ooh! Oh, a nice reverse into a pin.
The technical ability of KC Warr cannot be understated.
Absolutely.
Submission, strikes, grapples, reversals, top notch.
Absolutely not. This is quite an impressive showing from all of the competitors. And there are those strikes I was telling you about.
I appreciate the spirit of competition that seems to be going on between both teams, but especially between Haught and Warr here, going blow for blow with forearms, chops, shoulder blocks. Let's see what you got, baby.
Warr has not made it secret that he is a vicious competitor, but Haught is more of a silent striker. You don't realize how hard they hit until you get in the ring with them, and by then, it's too late. The crowd is absolutely loving this violence, though.
Haught's got big plans.
Ow! A big strike puts Warr right down on the ground.
Play with fire.
Get burned. Off the Keith Haught went went for a basement clothesline, but Warr moved out of the way and is now taking advantage. Let's see what he's got planned. Oop. Went for a clothesline himself.
Oh, sneaky tag from Brandon St. James, it looks like. Tremendous knee into a roll-up.
Looks like you were right.
Resourceful, that's what I'm talking about. The fourth line, if nothing else, are resourceful.
Very smart with the schoolboy from St. James, but not quite enough to get Keith Haught down for the 3 count. A lot of misdirection from Warr. Caught Keith Haught off guard. Now they're both sending him off. Went for that double hip toss, but no. Keith is not moving. Crisscross applesauce. Oh! Very nice double neck breaker into a double drop from Warr and St. James. Not enough.
That is what I'm talking about when I say that I am not sure if Haught and D'Amato, the cat fight, can outmatch and outwit the fourth line in terms of tag team maneuvers, in terms of familiarity with each other, in terms of knowing what the other is going to do without having to say it.
I'm sure we will find out as time goes on, but D'Amato trying to break up the pin. Oh, a slew of strikes from Casey Warr.
I think that might have just fired up Keith Haught.
I cannot say for certain how it feels to get on the receiving end from Casey Warr, but having been on the receiving end from multitudes of strikes from Keith, that's not fun. Oh!
Wow.
A big slam from Keith Haught to Casey Warr. Will this be enough? No. Only a 2 count.
Now, just a moment ago, Casey Warr blocked the chop from Keith Haught with his knee. He put his knee up to block the chop. That is what I mean. Casey Warr thinks in terms of defense strategy.
Well, folks, tonight this is our main event for tonight. Ooh! Oh my goodness, double axe handle into a big back rate from Chaz Donato.
Cat claws are sharp.
This is our main event for tonight, folks, which means if you want more action, you will have to check us out. You will have to check the live replay out after the show goes off the air tonight on the Indie Wrestling YouTube channel, or tune in with us next week live at 8 p.m. Eastern, only with IndyWrestling.us. Ooh, big slam! But not enough again. Oh!
Wow.
That's...
Wow.
What do you call that? What would you call that move?
I would call that adding a little bit of insult to injury. Is that going to do much in terms of hurting Casey Warr? I don't know, but will that disarm Casey Warr? Will that disorient Casey Warr? Absolutely.
I think this will too. Using the ropes as a weapon from Chaz Donato. That absolutely could not have felt good for Casey Warr. That's going to mess with his breathing for the rest of this matchup.
Chaz Donato, dare I say, is unlike anyone I have ever seen in a wrestling ring before. The combination of speed, power, size.
Ooh! A big sit out to the ropes. What?
My God.
Ooh, very quick German suplex from Chaz into a bridging pin.
Chaz Donato has every tool in the tool belt there is to have, and that might be enough to take him and Keith Haught to a championship win tonight, Tatiana.
It certainly could. They are taking it to Warr right now. Setting up for something big here. Ooh, double shoulders off the ropes. Oh, diving headbutts from Donato and Haught Jr. Not quite enough for the 3 count, though. They are so close to becoming the new 880 Tag Team Wrestling Champions. Not quite. Not quite yet.
I mentioned earlier how someone the size of Keith Haught, that makes simple maneuvers all the more dangerous. Casey Warr has his work cut out for him, maneuvering out of the hold that Haught had him in. It looks like he's done it.
Oh, a kitchen sink! Warr trying to get through with those elbows. And there's that basement clothesline he wanted to hit earlier. Still not enough. Thought Warr was coming back with those elbow strikes, but not quite enough to knock Haught off. Crowd is pretty conflicted with this match. They're certainly enjoying all the strength and power, but I don't think they know who to cheer for. Oh, big kick from Keith, but there was a silent tag. Oh, a big lariat!
My God.
That could have knocked his head off, but it didn't.
Are we sure about that? Is it laying around somewhere? I thought I saw something go flying.
I mean, that kick out is certainly a sign of life if I ever saw one. I don't know how much is left in the tank for KC Warr, though. Obvious frustration from Catfight. Oh, a big suplex. Little short kick to get KC moving where he wants him to. Oh, a big body slam.
Oh.
And another diving headbutt.
Right into the chest of Warr, into the cover. Not quite yet.
While KC Warr and Brandon St. James have maneuvers, Chaz D'Amato and Haught Jr. have power and strikes. Damn, lots of dangerous combinations in this matchup. Frustration seems to be building for both teams, though. Oh, that can't be a safe place.
Oh,
no! Come
Kitty
on!
booty to the face.
That's a misuse of your tail.
Hey, can we do that on YouTube? Or,
Oh! Well, we haven't been flagged yet, so I'm going to go with yes.
Man, oh man.
KC Warr still alive, still kicking out. Those 880 championships are still up in the air during this matchup.
Those 2 9700ths, that cover.
Oh, gosh.
Every cover, Warr is getting slower and slower to kick out.
These competitors are throwing out all the stops against each other. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh!
If there's a time to make a tag, now's it, Casey.
KC Warr went for the sunset. Haught almost got the hot mess out of it, though, but Warr smartly moving out of the way before it can land.
Brendan
Let's see if he
St.
can
James
make
was
it.
primed and ready.
Uh-oh. Keith has the foot. Oh! A big enziguri!
Tag, Brandon's in there.
Big clotheslines from St. James, who is in! Uppercut!
Catfight is in big trouble now. Brandon St. James riding a wave of momentum after waiting so long to get into the matchup.
Big drop kick from St. James. This young man is on fire. Let's see. Lining up his shot. Oh! Oh, a spinning tornado DDT off the ropes!
To retain?
Oh,
Not
so close! Lots of fire from Brandon St. James here tonight in our main event.
The fiery Brandon St. James, the dangerous Brandon St. James. We have seen this man throw caution to the wind, put body, brain, and soul on the line in order to pick up the W. We might just see it again tonight.
Uh-oh. St. James going up. Oh! He tried to go for the big double stomp, but Chesamardo moving out of the way. Now both members of Catfight. Uh-oh. Oh! Back in the ring and caught St. James for a big power slam.
For the championships.
Oh, and KC Warr breaking up the pin. We almost saw a change of titles tonight.
If KC Warr hadn't been there, I think we would have, Tatiana.
We certainly might have. Oh, an enziguri from KC Warr. D'Amato is down on his back. KC should turn around, though, because Haught, oh, with a big headbutt. Oh, and a big boot from St. James to Haught. These competitors are bringing it to it. They want that gold. Uh-oh.
Oh, my gosh.
A big fisherman suplex. St. James got launched across the ring.
This is what it means to hold those 880 Wrestling Tag Team Championships into the cover.
But not enough. They are still in this fight.
I can't call this one, Tatiana. I can't.
We have to call this one. The pressure is on for everybody in this matchup. Catfight, fourth line, taking it to each other.
This is dangerous for Brandon St. James to be in this position with the combined power of Catfight.
Oh! And he They tried to go for a double slam again, but St. James reversed and hit a double DDT off the ropes.
Absolutely tremendous.
It's like these two.
Oh my God!
To the outside. St. James taking out Keith Haught to the outside. Chesimano caught from behind by Casey Warr, who hits him with an uppercut. Is this going to be the fire fourth line needs?
Not if Chaz D'Amato has anything to say about it. The Stray Cat's got some fight left in him, it seems. Tatiana up to the middle rope.
Ooh, catching Casey with a boot. Let's see. Big uppercut from Casey Warr. Big chop.
Uh-oh. Both men up on the rope.
I think I know what this is going to be.
Oh, my stomach is in knots, Tatiana. What is this?
Casey Warr setting up. Let's see if he can hit it. Superplex!
Goodness gracious!
Well done!
Sweet Christmas, that's it.
And fourth line retained!
Here are your winners, the 880 Tag Team Champions, the fourth line.
What a battle between these two tag teams! Absolute insanity! I don't think we've seen that kind of aggression from Catfight before. And fourth line, impressive as always, pulling out all the stops to retain their tag team championships.
I think we saw new sides of both of these teams tonight. Under the bright lights in the main event, championship gold on the line, 880 wrestling fans in attendance.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been one hell of a Thursday night fights here at 880 Wrestling, ending with two victorious title defenses from our homegrown champions. Looks like we've got fourth line looking to show some respect to Catfight. What an absolute battle these four had. Absolute respect. What a match! And what a way to end this episode of Thursday Night Fights. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been the unwanted Tatiana.
I have been Ricky Harway, and we will
see you next week.
Yes, sir.